Welcome to Sakhi Soul Stories, where wisdom meets healing, and every story awakens the light within. There was once a woman named Aaradhya, born into a traditional Bengali family, but that family carried invisible wounds. From the outside, her family looked ordinary, polite, cultured, and respected in society. But within their walls lived a quiet heaviness, generations of unspoken pain. Her grandmother had endured humiliation and never spoke of it. Her mother carried silent fears of rejection and tried to please everyone to keep the peace. Each generation bowed a little more, just to keep the family together. Aaradhya grew up watching this. She saw women who apologized for existing too loudly. She saw men who confused authority with love. She saw smiles that hid shame, silence that replaced truth. And like every soul born into a karmic lineage, she didn't understand. She only absorbed. The pattern unseen. In her early adult life, Aaradhya found herself repeating the same story. At work, she let others take credit for her ideas. In relationships, she accepted neglect disguised as love. In her family, she swallowed words that could have freed her. One evening, while sitting alone by the sea, she whispered, "Why do I attract the same pain again and again?" The waves didn't answer, but something inside her stirred. For the first time, she realized that what she carried was not just hers. It was the echo of all those before her who had once believed they had no right to speak. The awakening. That night, she dreamt of her grandmother, standing at the edge of a field, holding a broken mirror. "Child," her grandmother said, "each woman before you looked into this mirror and saw herself smaller than she was. When you see yourself whole, the mirror will heal." Aaradhya woke up trembling. She understood. This was not a dream, but a calling. She had been chosen to end what her ancestors could not. She began her healing not with rebellion, but with awareness. She read about intergenerational trauma, how emotions, fears, and even reactions can be inherited, like the color of our eyes. She learned that silence too can be passed down, that trauma doesn't only live in the mind, but in the nervous system. So she started talking. She asked her mother, "What did you fear most when you were my age?" She wrote letters to her grandmother's memory. She journaled every incident where she had tolerated disrespect and asked herself why. Each word released something buried. Each tear was a seed of liberation. The resistance. When Aaradhya began to change, her family resisted. Her mother said, "Why can't you just adjust like we did?" Her relatives whispered, "She's too bold, too outspoken." But she smiled gently and replied, "I am not against you, I am healing you." Breaking a generational curse does not mean disrespecting our elders. It means freeing them from the shame they never could express. When she refused to tolerate emotional manipulation, she wasn't being rebellious. She was teaching love to be purer. When she stopped over-apologizing, she wasn't becoming arrogant. She was restoring balance. Her inner peace became her silent revolution, the renewal. Years later, when Aaradhya became a mother, she held her daughter close and whispered, "You will never inherit fear as love." And that single sentence became the turning point of her lineage. Her child would grow up seeing boundaries as sacred, self-worth as divine, and love as mutual respect. Aaradhya had done what her ancestors couldn't. She had stopped the cycle. Because healing doesn't always come through rituals or temples. Sometimes it comes through one woman's decision to no longer be silent. The Master's reflection. As a psychologist, I tell you, trauma that is not transformed gets transmitted. As a mystic, I tell you, souls choose families not to suffer, but to evolve them. As a teacher, I tell you, breaking patterns is the highest form of education. Every generation offers one soul the sacred task, to stand up, to awaken, to choose differently. If you are that soul, you are not cursed, you are chosen. Remember, healing yourself is not selfish. It is the most profound service you can offer your ancestors, and the greatest gift you can give your descendants. Every family carries pain, but some hearts are born to transform it into peace. If this story spoke to your soul, share it. You never know who might need to hear it tonight. This is Sakhi Soul Stories, your companion in awakening, healing, and self-love.